question. I really just want to know the
What's the
answer to the
answer?
question.
What is the question?
The question again, I will ask you, my brother, is do you think bad men could be good fathers? And do you think good men could be bad fathers?
This okay. There is no good father or bad father because majority of the time, if it's your first time, you're learning as you go. You feel me? So there's no good or bad. And majority of the time, kids are different when they pop out. So you still you still learning as you go. You have more. You feel me? So I can't even say good or bad parent until you start recognizing shit. Like this nigga doing the most. You feel me? Then you could be like, yeah. I don't want to say a bad parent, a bad person. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say a bad parent because he could still be a good parent to his kid, my nigga, but be a fuck nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got a person on the outside, he look all good, handy dandy with his kid and all that, like everything all good, but the whole time on the inside, this nigga being a fucking terror.
Mm-hmm. I I hear you on that. So you're saying that there's no way to gauge either side. There's no way to gauge a good father or a bad father, especially if you're a first time father, because you're just learning the ropes, and you
Yeah,
also
but if
extended
they
that
if the
to.
kid is, but once the kid gets older, my nigga, you gotta extinguish right from wrong. You feel me? Like you can't be out here doing the fuck shit and then trying to teach your son not to do that shit, my nigga. Like he gonna pick up everything you doing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So you gotta lead by example, bro.
Right, I hear you on that note. I do hear you on that note, and that was speaking to both of the questions. Like, do you think bad men can do the good job, and do you think good men can do a bad job? So you spoke
Yeah,
to.
that was. I answered both.
Okay, okay.
I answered both.
Well, I disagree on with you on the point of there not being such thing as a good father and a bad father. I feel like our decisions and the impacts that they have, we can clearly gauge if it was a positive or a negative, and then we can
I
clearly.
said that already.
Yeah.
I said if I said when the kid gets older and you gotta show them right from wrong, my nigga. You gotta lead by example. I said that you gotta teach them right from wrong, bro. So where's the disagreement at? You basically said the same thing I said.
No, because you were saying, yo, you don't believe that there's anything as a good or bad father. And
I
I
didn't
was.
say I don't believe. I just said it could go both ways. It could go either or, my nigga. It's how you doing it, my nigga. That's why I said you can't be out here doing fuck shit and telling him not to do this. He picking up on you, nigga. Like you feel me? Like
Oh,
as the
a
kid
hundred
gets
percent. I
older,
feel
my
you.
nigga, you're gonna have to teach him certain things. But when he's young and shit, my nigga, like you feel me? You still teach him, but you still learning as you go. If it's your first kid, when they're young and shit,
All right. Well, I was speaking with somebody, right, and they were telling me that they believe a good man could be a bad father, and I told them I disagree. I feel like being a good man is multifaceted, and one of those pockets is to be a good father if you have a kid. I don't feel that you can be a good man, but in your parental roles, you're just less than. You know what I'm saying?
look how many. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but look how many good men be out here leaving kids, bro.
All right. So that's where we're gonna start right there. Cool. they aren't good men because they left those kids. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
That excludes them from being good men now. They're
But I
now.
mean, what if
Mhm.
they sign? What if they sign their parental rights, my nigga? So they don't have nothing to do with that kid.
Then they're no longer good men. They've found themselves in a
How can they be?
situation
How can they no
that
longer
they've
be
been
good men
tried
because
and
they don't want
tested.
to? Because they don't want to take care of something that they didn't want, my nigga, and they
Right.
signed their parental rights away, my nigga.
Right. And now they are no longer good men. You can be average at
Nigga,
best. Rest in peace, Kevin
nigga
Samuels.
said they are no longer. How are you no longer a good man, bro?
Because in the dynamic of parenthood, in which is a natural
Oh
state
shit.
of life where we go through that shit, right? Like if
Uh huh.
you go out, you get intimate with a female and she gets pregnant, you're not you guys conceive a child and all that, you're now, that's natural. If you fail that, that means that you are less than optimal in doing what you're here to do. The good man shows that he is optimal and efficient in doing what he got to do. Once you show that you're not able to do that, you're no longer a good man. I feel like a good man is not just easy to be a good man. I feel like you have to fill certain pockets. That's how I see it. It reminds me of that line. It reminds me of that line where homie said, you not gangster no more cause you told. It's like I don't care how many bodies you caught. I don't care about how many peas you move, how many hoes you was pimping. Once you told, all that shit is erased. You not gangster no more. You can't. Oh yeah, I told, but I'm still. You not. Yeah, you all that, but you no longer. You not a real nigga. You've excluded yourself from being a real nigga. Just like if a nigga signs away his parental rights, yo, you've excluded yourself from being a good man. You really
I mean,
excluded yourself from being a good man
how
when
can you
you.
say that, my nigga? Being a good man doesn't mean you have to be a good parent.
No, but it does mean you parent the child that you bring into the world. That makes you a
No,
good man.
that don't mean that.
So
Just because you're a good man
if
doesn't mean you
if
would
you
parent
don't
your
parent,
child.
hold on. So if you out here not parenting the kids that you bring into the world, you cannot be a good man. Can't. Like I don't want to hear. So are you saying that there are actually good deadbeats out there? No.
Hey, they look good to you. They might be looking good to everybody else, but we might not know it.
That's a whole different. See, that's a whole different conversation, though. Whereas it's because there are people who do community works, they go to church and all that, but they're shit parents. There are people like that. I'm not gonna hold you. And if people see them as, oh yeah, he's a good person, and this, that, and the third, but in all actuality, nah, this nigga be in the strip club on Sundays when everybody not looking, and he be running through these holes like a motherfucking like Tyrone. So everybody he could seem like a good man. I'm not saying that, oh, a bad father can't seem good. Yeah, you can seem good, but to actually fit that description, to actually be that description, I don't think you can not.
Think about it, nigga. A nigga, a nigga could be a good ass father to his fucking kid, but once it comes to the mother and everybody else, he's a fuck nigga. Does that make him a bad parent? No, that
No, it
makes him a
doesn't. It
good.
makes him a
He's a
good
good
father.
parent,
Right. Right. He's a
but
good
he's a fuck
parent.
nigga.
But
But
he's
he's a
still a
bad person.
good
You see,
he's a good father
I
though.
just gave a bad person being a good parent. See,
Yeah, definitely. I don't think that a good person can be a bad parent. That's what I'm saying. I feel that if you're a bad parent, you're a bad person. But I also feel that you
I
could be
don't
a
know,
bad
my nigga.
person but a good parent.
look at all these people who be having all these kids and they be becoming psychos and shit. Who's to say that they wasn't good parents? They was probably lovable parents, my nigga. Something was just wrong with the kid.
When you say that, what are you trying to get at? What you trying to say that?
Who's to say who's to say who's to say there was bad parenting? It was bad parenting or good parenting when you have a psycho on your hands. Hmm.
Hold on, because that I don't think that that's just an easy. Like that has to be so boom.
Nah, nigga, think about it, bro. See all these cases like Jeffrey Dahmer. His parents felt like they was okay until
So what you're trying to
they
say is
found
that
out what the fuck was going
what you're
on,
trying
my
to say
nigga. It
is
was like
deeper than the surface, though. So what you're trying to say is Jeffrey Dahmer's parents could have
they was good parents.
they were
Nigga
good
had a
parents,
nigga had
but
a whole little
ultimately,
brother, bro.
so boom, you're saying that you can be a good parent, but it doesn't really. That's a whole different conversation, though. If you're saying that good parents, what happens to the kids of good parents, or are you
Nah, not
saying
what
that
happens to the kids of good parents. Some kids be mentally unstable, and it don't be the parents' fault, my nigga. Some cases, other cases, it'd be hereditary, but majority of the cases it don't be. It'd be like out of the blue, like what the fuck?
right? Because I was about to say you could be a good parent, and your child just ends up off the rails. I'm not saying that. That's not
Yeah,
the discussion, though. The discussion is, can you be a good person but be a shitty parent?
yeah.
And then how does that work? Because if you're a shitty parent, how are you a
You
good
good to
person?
you good to everybody else until your child comes in the mix, my nigga.
That shit
You ain't
is
trying to do shit. You ain't trying to do shit with your kid. You ain't trying to take your kid outside.
so then
You
you're
ain't
not
trying to buy
good.
him
You're
shit.
a piece of shit. So you a piece of shit. You can't be a good
You're
man
a
and a
piece of
piece of
shit.
shit.
No,
You can't
stop.
be a good
You're a
man
piece.
and a
Stop.
piece of shit.
You're a piece of shit to your kid, but not anybody else. Everybody else will see you as a good person, except for
So
your child. So
that's
that would make
mass
you a
shit.
bad
That's like,
parent. A good person being a bad parent, right
all
there.
right. So are you trying to tell me that bad people could be good people?
It's a choice, my nigga. My nigga, hold on. You acting
Cause
like there's
no,
not a lot
cause
of fucking reformed criminals, my nigga. Like a lot of criminals ain't just turn to the light, my nigga. Like, yeah, I got me a 9 to 5. You feel me? I'm good. Living my life. I stopped doing the crime and all that extra shit.
okay. And now if you're now being a good man, I'm not trying to say that all good men have good past. I'm saying if we're talking about the works that are being put down
But
now and going
you
forth,
just asked if a bad person could be good.
I'm
I
I
just
said
said
can a good I meant it in a sense of, so are we gonna take people's mask for their actual character? If somebody shows me a mask of them being an honest person, but deep down inside they're dishonest, am I okay to call this?
how will we know what they are deep down, bro? We
And
wouldn't
now
know that.
this ties into what I'm saying, where yeah, he's a great person on the outside world, but here we have it. We see he's a piece of shit father. How can we now still call him a good man?
What do you mean now we see it?
Because I'm saying, like, whereas the showing a good mask but not knowing what a person got in their heart, that's ambiguous. It's hard to really tell, but it's easy to tell how a person treats their child, how a person treats their family, how a person deals with parenthood.
Nah, my nigga,
That's
not
not
really,
as
cause sometimes you
ambiguous.
got
That's actually, you can get data on that shit.
hold on, cause you sometimes have the mother trying to keep that faith alive for the kid, my nigga. You gotta
Repeat
remember
that.
that
You got the
aspect.
mother what?
Some mothers be trying to keep that faith alive for the kid, my nigga.
Okay, so even that. So to the
So that
kid, the
plays a part
mother
into
is
it too.
faithful, but the rest of the world knows the real her. You know the Drake song, The Real Her. The real her is a piece of shit, but to her child, she's the greatest thing since fucking milk and cereal.
Think
But
about it.
the rest of the I'm thinking about it and I understand that. So yeah, to her child, she's great, but who is the real her? The child don't see the real her. The child sees the faithful mask. But the real her is the piece of shit.
Who's to say both of those ain't just the real her, the good and the bad?
Yo, this nigga's crazy. I swear to God. So, all right, a nigga that gives charity, but he doesn't feed his kid. Like, who's to say he's good
Bro,
or bad, right?
look,
Like,
you
he'll
talking
sit
about
there and
charity.
watch his
Look,
kid
prime example.
starve.
Stop, stop,
But
stop,
he'll
stop,
sit
stop.
there
If
and
you're
watch
gonna
his
talk
kid
about shit like
starve,
that,
but he'll fly out to Africa because his heart is so smooth by some Somalian kid. So what do we call that?
wait,
Who's
what?
this? No, because
What?
you're here saying how can't he be both? How can't she be both? So I'm saying, all right, a man that can watch
I
his
didn't say
kids.
how can she be. I didn't say
You
how can
said
she be
how
both.
couldn't
I
she
said
be
she
both? She
can.
could be both, right? She
Why
could.
she can't? Why she
Right, that's
can't be
what you
both?
said. Why she can't be both. And I'm trying to show you how somebody can't be both. So here you have a man with a child, and his
Uh
child
huh.
is starving, but he'll ignore that child and go over to Africa to deal with the starving kids over there. And people see that and say, wow, he's such a good man. But the real him left his kid there to die, to go do charity elsewhere.
But why
But
would somebody do that?
the same reason why a woman would put on a faithful mask for her kid, but be out here sucking the fucking Tom, Dick, and everything. They get the
No,
same
no,
reason
no,
because to
no,
you,
no,
oh, you could
no,
be
no.
both.
No, my nigga, you just really tried it with that
I
one.
ain't
You just
trying
threw up
nothing.
some
It's the
bullshit and
same
tried to mix
difference.
that in there. Nah,
The same
no,
difference. I
it's
ain't trying
no
nothing. It's the
radio.
same
No,
difference. It's the
it's no,
same reason
it's
why
not the
a
same
shorty will go
difference.
on
It's
ahead and
not the
save
same
face with
difference.
her kid.
It's not the same difference. You're leaving. You're basically abandoning one child to go feed a fucking starving child in Africa. It makes no sense, my nigga. It
Same
makes
reason.
no sense.
Same reason why it would make no sense for a shorty to hold up a faithful front for her child to be out here in the streets. It's the same. It's the
The
same
same way,
concept,
the
nigga.
same way, my nigga. What are you talking about? You acting like there ain't as many fucking thoughts out here who they child don't know they mom was fucking out here, nigga.
Right. So to
What?
them, their mother
Stop,
is
stop.
Virgin
That's the
Mary,
face
but
right
they're
there. That's the
thoughts.
face right there.
But yo,
That's the
that's what
face
I'm
right
trying to say.
there.
Yo, but hold on, you're proving my point. So yeah, their kids think
No,
that they're
bro.
good people, but they're bad. They're bad.
How are you bad? That could have been your past.
Listen, I
Mm-hmm.
all right, cool. The way
Because
I
a
see
lot,
it,
majority of the females, when they have a kid, something clicks. You feel me? They start to have that change.
what do you talk? What changed? What changed? What changed?
Majority of females that used to be out here, when they started having kids, it was over for that being out here, nigga. So they mindset started to get better,
All
change,
right,
nigga.
cool.
The fuck?
I hear that. I hear that. I
How
know.
many fucking dog? How many fucking dogs is out here that I fucking know personally, nigga, that got kids, nigga, and done changed up, my nigga. Like
Oh,
you might see some of them still out here.
that's what I was gonna say. I'm more familiar with the ones that still do dope. But I hear you talk about how many was doing shit and then they had kids and they changed their shit. I've been more familiar with the
Feel
people
me?
who have the kids and then
I've seen, I've,
still do this
I've know,
shit.
I know them. I know those type of people. You feel me? Ones that was out here and then bobbing like they was going. I mean, like going. Like it was no ifs, ands, or buts. They see me, they already know what they doing. I respect that. Oh, they ain't doing none of that. You feel me? You feel me? That since they had their kid, I respect that, my nigga. But you know, there be them other ones that you just not giving a fuck. We're not gonna say they not giving a fuck. You just not giving a fuck, and you still pressing on
Alright.
until they clean until they quench your thirst.
Right. I hear that. Well, I ain't gonna try to, change your mind and how you think of things. I just want you to like see where I'm coming from sometimes with the shits. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I see where you coming from.
That's really all it is. Cause I'm not here to change your mind. I'm here to pick your mind. You get what I'm saying? I'm not here to make you say what you saying is wrong. Da da da. I'm trying to learn. Real talk. I'm really trying to understand when I be sitting back and telling you these different topics that be running through my mind and shit. You know what I'm saying? So don't take it as I'm coming at you or nothing like that, bro. That's all I want.
Radio.
That's all I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Oh,
Like my nigga. Like how females was trying to come at me, my nigga, for a fucking out of out of thousands of fucking comments, my nigga. Y'all just happen to see my one little comment, my nigga, and you just gotta go on. Had a whole debate with this one random girl. What's her name? RHL Beauty. You feel me? Me and her was having a good debate. You feel me? I hit her back up. You feel me? Talk about new topic, and she hit me back. Oh shit! Speaking of her, look at that. Speaking of her, 4 hours ago, my nigga, she just hit me back. Oh shit! And I think he's the weirdest bishop I've heard of. Not conventional or like the typical bishops practicing, but I don't see her charging at his family. He probably just thought that and was already on 10. I think if he wants to keep his position, perhaps a little less negative news would help.
who they talking about?
We talk about the pastor
I ain't hear about that.
where he fucking because now the lady came in there. You can see in the video she's pointing and all that. She came to here for what? You can see the man, wife, and child over here. The lady got up.
Oh, when the pastor grabbed her up by the neck.
Yeah.
Even that. Well, yeah, what you said, what you thought about that?
Because look, she was standing on the side pointing, and then she started pointing at him and all that, my nigga. She started walking up to his child. But yeah, I get what she mean by like she wasn't charging. She wasn't charging, but my nigga, it's in a sense.
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you, and that's all I can be, right? I ain't mad at him. But
I'm not.
what I will tell him and anybody else is, you put your hands on her first. He put her hands on her first. So if anything
It's not even
legally
that.
comes up,
Nigga, legally, you're disturbing the fucking church. You already know there's
okay,
different
and
rules and
legally
law
you're
sets
not
when it
supposed to
comes
be
to the
putting
church.
your hands on. That's aggravated assault, my man.
No,
That's
legally they're
assault.
supposed to push pause. Legally they're supposed to be ushers to usher your ass the fuck up out of here if you're
And
disturbing the
then
place of peace, nigga.
legally, my brother. You're supposed to have those ushers, but because you don't, you're not you're not
That's why I was
prepared.
trying to figure out where was his ushers at.
You're not prepared, and you need to go to court for this aggravated assault charge.
I
That's
mean,
it.
she was pointing and insinuating some shit, my nigga. And then she walked up on him, pointed at him, and then she started
All
walking
that is
towards his
fine
family, my
and
nigga.
dandy. I heard he said it. Yo, she
Nah,
was walking
forget
towards my
that.
family,
Don't come near my family. Why are you coming near
and
my
that's why
family?
I applaud him. He should have smacked her with the mic. He should have pow in her
Nah, like
shit. He
he
should have
ain't yoke her up,
violated.
my nigga. He
But
ain't yoke her up.
now all I'm saying
But he
is
got her ass
he did
outside
yoke
of
her
here.
up. He definitely grabbed her
Nah,
by the neck. But all I'm saying is,
he
yo,
grabbed her
I'm
by
not
the
mad
shoulders
at what
right
he
here.
did. I'm just saying face the music for what
He
you
grabbed her
did,
right here on
bro.
the shoulders.
On the shoulders. Nah, listen, I ain't mad at him yoking her up or grabbing her by the shoulders, allegedly. I'm not mad. All I'm saying is just face the music when time comes. Just say, yeah, judge, I did that shit. And I'll
Mm-hmm.
deal with it accordingly. But I did that shit. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, cause she,
But the
and then
judge,
you can say the reason
judge
why.
might side with the church, money, because you're disturbing the place of fucking
That's a fact,
peace and
nigga.
tranquility.
I'll side with
Look
the
at the place.
church. If she
Now,
was
if you was
charging your
outside of the
family,
church,
yoke her ass up.
you would have been all your rights to do what you gotta do.
Completely.
But inside,
Yeah.
oh nah.
Nah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he was wrong for what he did. I'm just saying it's like Dave Chappelle said, when keeping it real goes wrong, my nigga. Like, you had to keep it real, but yo, there was no win-win. There's no win-win in that situation.
Yeah, it was no
You're gonna have to put your hands on this bitch and you're gonna have to face the music, nigga. Like, that's it. Granted, she didn't put her hands on you first and she was charging your family and she interrupting the service. That's lovely, fantastic. Sit your ass down and tell your lawyer that shit for him to tell the judge. That's it. Nobody mad at you for standing your ground, bro. You know what I'm saying? But in the court of law, bro, you just assaulted somebody. Straight up in church. You know what I'm saying? So, man, there's so many ways that shit could jump and go. I ain't even gonna hold you. Too many different directions that shit could go.
From her, fuck that. It's over. She gotta continue her clout in her life. Too fuck children.
Wait.
Amen. So, baby C.
Oh.
I guarantee this nigga don't claim a fucking gang in the fucking world. That nigga's aggressive.
And I'm mukbang.
Here we go.
I think that live with you and your mom.
Yeah.
Look, see? Let me tell you this, man. And by the way, salute to her. She's just not the girl that gonna be doing you have a collect call from the Fulton County judge. She's not gonna do that, bro. Like, she wanna live her life. Like, she only date y'all niggas for clout. She's Lil Wayne's daughter. Fuck y'all niggas. Y'all gonna go to jail once. Every girl like a thug until the thug really facing 25 to life. Them phone calls will only go for a little bit of time.
And
Gotta get back to get lit, nigga.
yeah.
I guarantee. Look at Wild Fed Lucy. I want to look. Wild Fed Lucy. Reggie. Hey.
No lie, that shit used to be my shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. That song, I remember seeing a video for it on fucking. I remember seeing the video for that song back when I was in 5th grade, nigga, and fucking. I think it was time for everybody to leave the school, and I was still in the school. I think my mom's was taking a bit long to pick me up or whatever, and in the same auditorium we be having fucking lunch at and watching fucking lunch videos at. I guess one of the teachers was a little ratchet because they had that shit on BET. And that song was definitely playing and the whole world. And I was enthralled, bro. Little 10-year-old me. I said, hold on, this is what goes on BET. Went home, and then all of a sudden my mind was open, man. I like hip hop. It was that Outkast. Even though they not in my top, they not in my top 5 or shit like that, but I fucks with Outkast. I think, to be honest, they're kind of overrated. Or am I bugging for that?
Bugging for what?
I think that they a bit overrated. Big Boy and Andre 3000.
They was overrated?
A little bit.
Nah. For down south, nigga, they was putting it on for the South, nigga.
Yeah.
We ain't really have southern rappers like that. Especially in the 90s.
That's a fact. Man.
I'm making phone calls. With a few lines of code, you can go from this to
You said what? Fool?
Nigga, they was out here. They don't fucking mukbangs going
I
on.
said, I broke my jaw, right?
What? When? What the fuck?
Yeah, my nigga, like, I was smelling the weed because I clipped the weed, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm smelling the shit, right? So I put the top back on. My nigga, I lifted the shit up, right? Like I usually did. The shit was holding on the whole time. Why when I go like this over the fucking floor, my nigga, just to put it on the floor, this shit slips right out and fall, bro, and shatters. So all the glass got into the weed, bro. So you know I was mad as fuck, bro.
You can still smoke that.
Hell no, nigga.
You can still smoke that though.
This shit going right now.
Okay.
Some little small shit, but
That shit look like it's going, nigga. What you mean?
nah, it's small. Compared to nigga, I'll send you a picture to show you. Compared to the first 5 grows, nigga, hell no, that shit is. Nigga, look at my tent.
He said that shit puny.
The shit, nigga, you see the tent? This shit is like this small. The weed is like this tall right now. The other shit was like up here, nigga. The other shit was higher, bro.
Yeah.
I forgot to fucking stress this shit, my nigga. That's what I fucked up on. I forgot to stress it.
Damn.
If
I heard
would
that you're
stress
not
them
supposed
shits,
to.
them
I
shits
heard
would've
that you know about sesamilia
Who?
plants. There's some shit. It's the female plant that don't produce no seeds, but it could grow. Just grow abundantly type shit.
I mean, majority of the plants I have are females, and they don't be having seeds.
No seeds and shit. Yeah. Yeah. Some nigga.
And they autos.
What's
They auto flowers, so they flower automatically.
Oh shit. You just gotta hit it with the light at certain times and shit like that.
Nah, with the autos, you can keep the light on 24/7. It's just with like certain ones you're gonna have to do, like regular ones, you're gonna have to put the little day shit on that shit.
Them auto shits, that's chemical, right?
Nah. Straight weed.
Damn, Reem was trying to the nigga Reem was trying to get in on the call. Hold on. Let's see what the fuck this is about. No, I really appreciate the conversations, man, because you be having interesting takes, and I know, like, and that's another reason why I be so like pressed to fucking get you on alive, bro, because I know there's probably other people, if they tune in, that they would agree with some of the stuff that you say and say, yo, no, yeah, you bugging, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I really do appreciate your takes on certain shit. I don't want you to feel like a nigga always trying to be like, nah, nigga, you wrong, I'm right type shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's opinions, radio. It's opinions. It can't be wrong or right.
See, that's something I'm disagree with you on. You can have an opinion that's accurate. You can have an opinion that's right, and you can have an opinion that's inaccurate. That would be making it wrong.
But it's my opinion.
But you can so
bro, right. I can't just,
but your opinion can be either correct or incorrect.
I can't
like you can say, yo, it's my opinion that 2 + 2 = 5. And I'd have to say, well, that's incorrect, my nigga. That's your opinion, but it's incorrect. You're up now.
I wouldn't even call that an opinion. That sounds like a theory, bro.
But aren't those what opinions all? Don't theories all start off as opinions? All theories got something. We learned that early. We learned that you need a hypothesis. You need before you get anywhere. You need your hypothesis, bro. We learned that early.
hypothesis.
If I'm not mistaken, you need a hypothesis before you could even get into like that's what they taught us when you in experimenting and shit. You have a hypothesis of what's gonna happen at the end of the experiment, and you do the experiment to prove your hypothesis.
Science.
Yeah. Type
Nigga,
shit.
we was never going to science, nigga.
I'm just saying, nigga. I'm saying, yo.
Nigga, we was never going to science, nigga, because they always put that shit like last period, bro.
That's a fact. Baba, what's
Once
wrong?
you left, they got smart, my nigga. They put that shit like third period.
Right. Right before gym, nigga. Or right after. It was one of the two.
Right after. Used to be stressed, bro. I used to hate that shit. Why the fuck is second period gym, bro? I used to like gym at fourth period because right after that, nigga, lunch.
Yo, no lie, I was a late bloomer though. But what was the real consensus on Miss McBride? You remember Miss McBride, man?
What about her?
I'm just under the impression, was she the finest shit that we had in Eagle? Or was it like it was a Spanish? I think there was a Spanish chick, some Spanish lady or something like that.
At the time frame,
Trying to recall.
she was the baddest teacher
She was the
that we
baddest
had,
teacher.
because the majority of the
Fact.
teachers we had was niggas. And then we had Miss Rayel. She wasn't fired, but she had a fat ass.
Right. I do recall.
Who else we had? We had Miss Thompson. No.
Thompson. What the fuck? No.
She was the hood ratchet bitch.
Yeah. That was the one with the dreads.
Nah, the one with the dreads. Fucking dreads. That was Mr. Ruff.
Nah, I'm not talking about no
I don't
Mr.
remember
Ruff.
a female with the. I don't remember no female with dreads.
I ain't talking about Jump Brown. I know that for a fact. I ain't talking about Jump
Yeah,
Brown.
exactly. Wow, I wasn't even thinking about her ass.
You can't. She was too old to get down with the get down. If anybody who was thinking Miss Jump Brown was, I'd tear that up. Needs to be locked away. Needs to be locked the fuck up.
Oh
Needs to be
man,
locked up. Straight like that.
I ain't gonna lie. Najee aunt could have got it.
See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all was the niggas with all the LGJ, which I ain't really know them like that.
Nigga, no, nigga. I said Najee aunt.
Who's
You
Najee
know her
aunt
aunt, nigga. We all know her aunt, nigga. You want me to tell you who her aunt is?
You hungry? I forgot who's her aunt again.
The fucking officer. The one that used to have the short hair with the blonde and shit all in it.
Oh,
And she looked like she black, my nigga. She's not black, she's Spanish, nigga. Whole time, nigga.
See, but your memory better than mine, bro. I would have never remember her, like.
Cause I was in the school longer, nigga.
Type shit. Yeah. You're out of bed. Now what? You're waking up. What's the first thing you want to do? Cry? Yeah. That's what you trying to do? Interesting. Very interesting. Fantastic. It sounds like you got the hiccups. Do you have the hiccups? Yeah, that's what it sounds like. If you got the hiccups, if you got the hiccups, you don't got time to be crying, brother. He on some bullshit over here, bro.
Nah, you gotta tap that back, man. It's time in the.
He just woke up. I don't know where he got the gas to have hiccups from. Just got up.
Oh, baby.
Yo,
Hold on.
you gonna get my videos
Chill,
flagged.
bro.
I'll tell you that part.
Chill, bro.
Going
Bro.
on
Chill, bro.
them-
That was the heat. That was the heat.
That was some heat rock, man. You know YouTube will shut me down for the heat rock, brother. Do your thing. Do your thing. Yo, what's up? You down to have a part 2 on this conversation? I'm about to run to the liquor store.
Go ahead, run to the liquor store, bro.
All right, bet. I'm gonna hit you back.
All right.
All right. Y'all know the vibes, man. We definitely go dig deep on this one, man. Facts. Matter of fact,
Yeah, at this time in my life, I know that I'm responsible for my own decisions.
Nigga, this was thug love, nigga. Thug love. Fuck all that shit. Mukbangs and shit. Thug love.
But when it comes to Lucci and college, my mom wants me to do everything her way. And it's like, Mom, let me be that hardhead young adult wanting to go through it too.
That's key word, man. I just want a thug for right now, but as soon as that bitch ass nigga get locked up, I'm off and I'm back to the good guys.
Do I? Did you say? Me and Lucci's been dating for 9 months now. We first met at the Fendi store. And we exchanged numbers, and we went to LA for All-Star Weekend, and some girls came.
Salute to my nigga Lucci, man. I ain't even trying to play the whole thing. By the way, Reggie, I don't think you wrong at all. Like, yo, you Lil Wayne's daughter, you hip-hop royalty. You can date whoever you want. Feel me? All I'm just saying is, like, y'all females got to keep it real, too. Like, yo, y'all got to tell these gangster niggas y'all dating.
If you know, you know.
Crispy corners and sauce on top.
I'm messing my screen, man.
If you ever get locked up and you catch a Rico, like, I'm definitely leaving. Like, you just gotta tell them that. Yo, you catch a Rico, so. Definitely not mine. Listen to you bitch about your lawyers can't get you there. Like, so, you know what I mean? Yo, a chick would be like, yo, they love hood niggas. Where'd you meet the hood nigga at? In the hood? Nah, at the Fendi store. You know what I mean? He bleeding. Somebody ran into his body, called the police. Then when they really do the math, they're like, oh, it was Lucci's. Like, Lucci was driving a Bentley. Like, a Bentley. Like, it wasn't like, it's a Bentley, my nigga. You feel me? And yeah. That's how they caught him up on the murder shit. We don't know if nobody else on that block for his ops got shot. The reason why he got charged with murder is because it's like the Lil J situation. If y'all go do a crime and your mans get killed, you get charged for your man's murder, even if you didn't shoot your mans. So they're charging Lucci not only with a RICO, but they're saying the murder charge that Lucci got. They're saying Lucci's man who died in the back seat that they kicked out the car. They're saying Lucci is responsible for that murder because if you know the way the law is if you didn't do A, B wouldn't have happened. So they're saying if you didn't try to do a crime, and they're assuming that he was trying to do a crime by driving down that block, right? Because his homies did start shooting. If you didn't start that crime, niggas wouldn't have to return fire and then kill your mans. So it's not their fault they killed your mans. It's your fault. So you get the murder charge. That's what it is. That's why Lucci locked up. I don't know. Somebody said, how do they prove intent? They don't got to prove intent for that. All they got to prove is that Lucci was driving down the block and his man started shooting first. They don't have to, like, put like this. If I'm driving, if I got my homies in the car and I'm driving, and all of a sudden they just hop out the car and just start, or they hop out the window and start shooting at niggas, they're probably going to charge me too. And I probably got no really, it's like, you can't be like, oh, I didn't know they were going to start shooting. Bro, what you mean you don't know they were going to start shooting? You know they're going to use it against Lucci? So, Lucci, we know you in a gang. That's why we charge you with gang shit. You got a RICO charge. So you're telling me you had no idea you were turning down the block for your ops. You didn't know. Really? That's what you want us to believe? You didn't know you was driving down in a Bentley with 2 shooters in your car on an ops block. Really? So when they started shooting while you were driving, you were just nobody. You get what I'm saying? Right, it's the law, bro. Like, they're gonna look at you like. So you had no idea that you were driving on your ops block, even though we know you're beefing with them. They know, like, there's documented incidents before. So you randomly just went down there, and you didn't tell your people to shoot. They just randomly hopped out the car or hopped out the window and started shooting, right? and then your man's got killed. Right. They're just gonna put two and two together. They're gonna be like, bro, you're lying, bro. They're not gonna listen to you like, oh no, I was just going on a joyride. We're just like looking at the city heights and the. Like, no, nigga, you went on a drive by. Your man just got killed. That's what they're gonna say. That's what they do, bro. Like, the fuck.
You're right.
What's the act? Why did YSL kill Nut? The fuck? Well, y'all asking me questions like I'm on a jury. The hell?
Mhm. Wow. So you
I ain't
just
gonna lie.
gonna
The
finish
story
that
was wild to
bottle.
me. Though. Why would
And the
Lucci
second
drive
it's
to his
over,
op's
that's what
block
you
and
do?
everything?
Can you get off of my chain? Can you get off of my chain?
That's just
Bro, can you get off of my chain?
like,
Can you
I've
get
heard
off of my
spinning the
chain?
block.
Can you get off of my
Don't spin
chain,
the
bro?
block.
Bro, you're the one grabbing on my chain. Yo, do you see this? Can somebody look at this?
Oh shit! Did y'all see this shit?
Bro,
Don Q responded to Lil TJ.
yo, are you seeing this? Bro, let go of me. Unhand me. You grabbing me up like, yo, my son got me hemmed up. Like, yo, really, bro? Over some milk? Yo, my son had me hemmed up like this. Like, yo, over some milk? Wow, bro. I see where the loyalty really lies at. Yo, I'm about to just end this live, though. You know what I'm saying? Because the block is hot, nigga. The block is hot. Peace, love, and